a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. Settle. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. Very quickly, run to the book of Genesis 37. We started a journey with verse number 3. Let me continue from there. Now, Israel loved Joseph more than all his children because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. Verse 4. And when his brethren saw, when his brethren saw, when his brethren saw, when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him. They hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him. When they saw, I came to tell somebody, by the time I'm through with this meeting, everyone around you will see that God is on your side. Everyone in your family will see that God loves you more. I don't care about the haters. I'm interested about what they will see. There will be evidence of the love of God in your life, evidence of the love of God in your family, upon my business, that the Lord loved me so. My Bible said, oh, God loved him. How do I know? Because the Father cannot love him except that God loves him. There is somebody in this meeting, after I'm through with you today, the world around you will go out of their way to show you love. Because when God loves you, man will not have a choice. When God is interested in you, no man will have a choice. Whatever is your need, God will ensure that they will get into your hands. If you can raise voice and holler, you will confirm a blessing. If you can raise voice and shout, God will do something on your behalf. If you can raise voice and holler, there will be confirmation of lifting. I hear God say to me now, I will show my love upon my own. I will show my love upon families. I will show my love upon businesses of men. I will show my love upon the head of men and women. And I come today with the word of God. I don't care what you saw before you came, but upon this meeting, the love of God will be seen in your life. Everyone around you will confirm that God is on your side. Child of God, the time you came does not matter. Who you are does not matter. Your background does not matter. When God is interested in your case, he will do in your life what you cannot do on your own. It is not about struggle, it is about God's love. And my Bible declared that Israel loved Joseph more than all his brethren. But shall I remind you that the brethren did not hate him until they saw the love. The brethren did not not hate him until the love was clear. I came to announce to somebody, the reason the devil is after you is because he has seen something. The reason demons are after you is because they have seen something. They have seen that your God love you. They have seen that your God want to lift you. They have seen that your God want to raise you. They are after you for what God is out to do in you. They are after you for the blessing that God is bringing into your life. But I came to them with the word of God. No matter how they hate you, the will of God will come true for you. If your amen is the loudest, you will be the first to record a miracle. I don't care who said what. I don't care how they hate you. I don't care what they are saying about you. I don't care the rumor about your case. But I come with a word from God. Thus said the rock of Gibraltar, I love you more. I love you more. I love you more than those who hate you. I love you more than those who are fighting you. God said to tell you, after now the love of God will be seen by all. Raise your voice and let me hear your amen loud and clear. The love of God does not come by human qualification. The love of God cannot be induced. The love of God does not come as a reward for what you have done. Somebody take this one. I said the love of God does not come as a reward. God does not reward you with love. If he loves you, he just loves you. He doesn't love you because of who you are. He doesn't love you because of what you have done. He doesn't love you because of what you can do. He doesn't love you because of what you have. He doesn't love you because of who you know. He doesn't love you because you are connected. Ladies and gentlemen, taking Joseph as a case study. As at the time the father Israel was loving him, he was a nobody. As at the time the father Israel was loving him, he had nobody to speak for him even. Because as at this time he had lost his mother. As at this time his mother was dead. And my Bible told me that Israel loved the mother of Joseph so well, whose name happened to be Rachel. But can I say this to you? Whether you have somebody to speak for you or not, when God loves you, he loves you. Come on now. When God loves you, he loves you. As at the time the father Israel was showing him love, the mother was not there. The mother had died. He had nobody to speak for him. But his other brethren, their mother Lee was in the house. Their mother would have access to the man to talk to him in his closet. But there was nobody to speak for Joseph. But can I say this to a believer? I don't know from where you hear the sound of my voice, but anytime the favor of God is on you, whether man connects you or not, heaven will connect you. Whether man speaks for you or not, this is prophecy coming. Whether man speaks for you or not, heaven will speak for you. Whether a man show you love or not, heaven will show you love. Anytime God is on your side, anytime favor is on your side, anytime God decides to smile on you, it doesn't matter whether men love you, it doesn't matter whether men hate you, God will be all out for your blessing. And when God decides to bless you, nobody can stop God. I want you to stand up and tell somebody, you cannot stop God. You cannot stop God. When he decides to love me, when he decides to favor me, when he decides to do it for me, you cannot stop God. When God decides to smile on me, you can do nothing over my case. When God decides to smile on me, talk to somebody like you're angry with them. Say, you can't stop God. I can't hear you. Highlight it. Tell somebody, say, you cannot stop God. You cannot stop God. Don't beg your neighbor. Say it to your neighbor like you know what you are saying. I am not begging you. You cannot stop God. You may hate me, but you can't stop God. You may dislike me, but you can't stop God. There is nothing you can do about it. You may gossip with my name. You may call me names. You may say anything about me. But the truth of the matter is, when God is out to bless me, you cannot stop God. Somebody holler, you cannot stop God. Now, his father, their father. I like the words of the Bible in verse 3 and verse 4. The Bible made it clear to us that the same father of Joseph is the father of all his brethren, but the only thing different here is the measure of love. Listen to me, brother. In life there is no competition. Whether you love or hate the man sitting next to you, what God has for him, he will give to him. What God has for you, he will give to you. There is no competition in life. It is an act of stupidity for anybody to think that you are competing with anybody. You will be yourself and I will be myself. You will do what God has called you to do and I will do my own. There is nothing you will do to take my place. There is nothing I will do to take your place. Ladies and gentlemen, the time you came does not matter. The brethren of Joseph, they were his seniors, but that didn't stop the father from loving him. Come on, tell your neighbor, say, God love me. Speak for yourself. You don't know about your neighbor, say, God love me more than you. Provoke your neighbor now, say, God love me more than you. He loved me more than you. It's not my fault that he loved me. I didn't do anything for God to love me. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph did not do anything to Israel the father that made him love him. Joseph did not bribe the father to love him. Joseph did not do anything to the father that made him love him. These things happen natural. Help me tell your neighbor, say, it's not my fault. He just loved me. Oh, come on now. Say it. Say, it's not my fault. I'm talking to somebody. Say, it's not my fault. He just loved me. He just loved me. It's not my fault. He just loved me. Don't try to kill me. He just loved me. And the truth of the matter is that I'm not begging you not to kill me, because you can't kill me. Because the one who loved me, he will protect me for his love's sake. He takes care of the lilies of the valley. He is watching over me. He's taking care of me. He will see to it that no weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. And that's my God. He loves me. And my Bible said that the father of them all, he is not only the father of Joseph, he is the father of every one of them, but he loved Joseph more, not because of what Joseph has done. There is somebody in this meeting, I don't know if you are on the same page with me, but I feel like church now. I feel God's presence here. I feel there is somebody in this meeting. The reason you are still alive today is because he love you. Oh yeah. You are not alive because you are strong. You are not alive because you are connected. You are not alive because you know somebody. You are not alive because you know something. You are not alive because you are healthy. You are alive because he loves you. You are alive because he cares about you. You are alive because of the love of God over your life. If that fellow is in this house, can you please move around and say, he loved me, brother. He loved me, sister. Oh, somebody holler it. I'm alive because he loved me. I'm here because he loved me. I made it today because he loved me. I am not here because I'm powerful. I'm not here because I know anybody. I'm not here because I'm connected. I'm not here because I know anything. I'm here because he loves me. Oh, somebody shout. Oh, somebody holler. They don't want to hear it but holler it. They don't want to say it but holler it. I am here today because he loves me. I am shining today because he loves me. I'm moving forward because he loves me. He's taking me to the next level. He's taking me to the top. I feel a bridge coming on. I feel power coming on. It's not my fault he loves me. It's not my fault he loves me. I feel a bridge coming on. I feel power in this place. Somebody raise voice and holler. I'm here today just because he loved me. The Bible said their father loved Joseph more. And I told you here, and I repeat again, when the Bible said more, what the Bible is simply telling us is that he loved all his children. But the measure of love is not equal. If he loves you more, let your neighbor know. If he loves you more, let your neighbor know. Let me quickly point this out to you before I push it forward. Most times, when God loves you, things happen to you that will make people misunderstand the love of God. I'll prove it to you in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, the question here is, how and why do you want to convince me that the love of God is upon a man like Joseph, but yet in the Bible his mother became the first woman to die giving birth? The first woman to die in the Bible giving birth was the mother of Joseph. How do you convince me as an ordinary man that God loved him? Most times the people of the world believe that if God loves you, some certain things should not happen to you. Come on now. Most times people judge the love of God by the happenings around us. Come on now. Come on now. Most times people conclude us and judge whether God is on our side or not by the things they see around us. Let me tell you a little bit about Joseph because I'm about rounding off. How can you convince me that God loved a man, yet his mother died when he was but a child? When he was but a child. He hadn't grown to know anything. He lost the mother. That is to say, he did not enjoy motherly care. He was denied the care of a mother. How do you convince me that God loves such a man? I give you another. How do you tell me that God loved him, but growing up he was suffering when his brethren were not suffering like him? He was not the oldest. He was not among the first 5 in the family. But when his brothers were at home enjoying themselves, the little boy Joseph was in the bush taking care of the father's animal. How do you tell me that God loved him, and when others were resting he was suffering? How do you prove to me that God loved him? But shall I say this to you? Anytime God loves you, he will train you for where he's taking you to. But let me give you another. How do you convince me that God God loved Joseph, and God sat there and saw Genesis 37 verse 4, when the Bible said his brethren hated him because they saw that the father loved him. And when they hated him, I thought God will cover him, I thought God will hide him, but in verse 5 God made matters worse. How can you love me and you are making my matter worse? How do I mean? In verse 5 and verse 6, God gave him a dream, and God showed him in his dream that, oh Joseph, you are going to be great, and your brothers will bow down to worship you. He woke up in the morning. God didn't close his mouth. God didn't shut him up. He woke up in the morning and he called a family conference. He said, everybody in this family gather. I have a dream. Everybody come around me. I got something to tell you all. Everybody in this house, oh come on now, get close to me. I want to tell you something from God. I want to tell you what I saw as I was sleeping in the night. And they gathered together, and he said to them in verse 7, I had a dream. In my dream, it appears I'm the greatest person in this family. How can you tell me you are the greatest person in this family? Family of 12 prominent men that made up the 12 tribes of Israel, all healthy and strong. You small Joseph, how can you tell me that you will be the greatest among us? Joseph said, it is not my fault, it is not my making, I didn't make it up. God showed it to me, and the next thing I saw, my Bible said they hated him the more. God, where are you taking me to? Why are you pushing me into this? You said you love me, but now you have made them hate me the more. They hated him the more. From that time, his brothers changed his name, and God was watching. How can you convince me that God loved him and God sat quietly and watched them change his name? They changed his name from their brother Joseph to the dreamer. They started calling him the dreamer. They started calling him the dreamer. From that minute, they began to hold meetings against him. Child of God, shall I remind you that those who are holding meeting against him, we are of the same blood with him. Little wonder my Bible says that a man's enemies are the members of his own household. Oh, come on now. I feel something in this place. I feel like I'm shouting like I feel it. I feel like I'm pushing like it's coming on me. But hold on, I'm getting close. I want to close before I talk, but hear me now, brother. The Bible said they hated him the more. The more you hate me, the more he tells me that I'm leading you to the place of destiny manifestation. The more you hate me, the more he tells me my hand is on you. The more you hate me, the more he tells me that I'm moving you to a place of envy. The more you hate me, the more he tells me that my power have I invested in you. Right inside the bush, the brothers of Joseph, they gathered together. They plotted against him, but Joseph was a kind boy. He had a good heart with a good spirit. His papa called him. I don't know what is holding your brothers in the bush, but you got to help them now. Joseph said, I am willing. Joseph said, I am ready. Joseph said, I will go. Joseph said, I will do. Hey! You may hate me, but what I can do for you, I will still do. You may hate me, but anywhere I can assist you, I will still assist you. The father called Joseph, said, go look for your brothers in the bush. Go see how you can assist them. Joseph got up and was moving. That day to Joseph was like every other day. But shall I remind you that God has taught me to know that some of the worst days in my life have turned out to be the best days in my life. Some of the days in your life you consider to be the worst days, God is turning them to become the best days. You saw them as the worst days of your life, but they are the best days of your life. That day to Joseph was a bad day. That day to Joseph was a day that shouldn't come. But that day was a day of promotion. And let me say it to you and I conclude from there. Ladies and gentlemen, that fateful day, Joseph was on his way to the bush to go give the brothers assistance. But he didn't know that they had plotted against him. Let me at this juncture prophesy to somebody. If they have plotted against you, if they have planned against you, they meant it for evil, but God meant it for lifting. Receive it with an amen, you will confirm it. Receive it with an amen, you will confirm it. Receive it with an amen, you will confirm it. Receive it with an amen, you will confirm it. They planned it for evil, but God will turn it for your good. They planned it for evil, but God will turn it for your good. Somebody take it. They planned it for evil. They planned it for evil. They planned it to bring you down. They planned it to bring you low. They planned it to frustrate you. They planned it to do you harm. They planned it to bring you pains. They planned it to bring you sorrow. But it shall turn to your testimony. It shall turn to your lifting. It shall bring about promotion. It shall bring about answer to your prayer. It shall turn to your season. They planned it for evil, but God meant it for good. They planned it for evil, but God meant it for good. They planned it to wicked you, but God planned it to favor you. They planned it to bring you down, but God planned it to make you good. They planned it to bring evil, but God said it shall turn to good. It shall turn to good. I release it as a prophecy over your head. I release it as a prophecy over your life. I release it as a prophecy over your destiny. They planned it for evil. It has turned to your good. They planned it to harm you. It has turned to your favor. They planned it to stop you, but it has become for your good. They planned it to harm your life, but God has made it your promotion. God has made it your lifting. God has made it your exaltation. I feel God in this place. God is not man. He's bigger than the biggest. He's higher than the highest. No one was like him. They planned it for evil, but your God meant it for good. They planned it for your harm, but your God meant it for your good. They planned it for your downfall, but God made it your promotion. It's not about what they do. It's about what your God is doing. It's not about what they are planning. It's about what your God is planning. Somebody raise your voice and holler. I don't care about their plans. I don't care about their programs. For my Bible said, surely they shall gather, but because their gathering is not of me, they must surely scatter. I see God taking me to the other side. I see the shining of my light. I see the brightness of my glory. That was their plan, but God has his plan. That was their program, but God has his program. Somebody raise voice, holla. Somebody raise voice, holla one more time. Their plan is not God's plan. Their program is not God's program. They had a plan, but God has a plan. When they saw him, I'm concluding now. When they saw him coming, walking to the bush, when they saw him getting close, walking to their direction, they gathered themselves together. They said, he is coming. Come on, help me touch your neighbor. Say, they are pointing you. When they were pointing him, they were pointing him with an intent and intention to stop his life. Pointing him with the intent and intention to shut down his destiny. But they didn't know that when you point a man whom God has appointed, you lift him. I'm enjoying an appointment of God already. Your pointing me can only lift me. That is why anytime you try to stop my journey, you will add to my speed. They didn't say, here cometh Joseph. If they had said, here cometh Joseph, they would be referring to their junior brother. But when they pointed him, they referred to the place of his destiny, because his destiny is tied to dream. He will not get to the palace without dream. He will not fulfill destiny without dream. Without dream, Pharaoh will not know him. Somebody didn't hear me. Without dream, Pharaoh will not know him. Without dream, they will not create an office for him. I didn't come to take another man's office. I came to take my own. That is why, for the sake of Joseph, a new office was created in Egypt. That's a preach for another day. Before Joseph came on board, Egypt have always had a king, but there has never been a prime minister. So he didn't take anybody's seat. A seat was created for him. There is somebody here today. When I'm through with you, an office will be created for you. When he was coming, as he was walking to their direction, as he was coming right inside the bush, they pointed at him. They said, here. There is somebody. Your generation is pointing you. They say, here. Your generation is pointing you. They say, here. They were pointing him. Can I quickly tell you what they were saying? They said, here cometh the dreamer. Matata yalagadada. They said, here cometh the dreamer. They thought they were mocking him. They thought they were cajoling him. They pointed at him. They said, here cometh the dreamer. There are some of you here present. They point at you. They use words to make nothing out of you. They said, here cometh the dreamer. And there was a quick plan. They said, we shall catch him. Throw him inside the open well. Leave him there. The well is dry. Let him die there. And when they said, let's throw him inside the well that he may die there, I waited for them to present their case. I wanted to know what he has done, because in the book of Isaiah he said, come, let us reason together. I was waiting for them to reason together. Let me see his offense and why they want to throw him inside the well that he may die there. And they said, let's throw him inside the well, not because he lied to us, but because he had a dream. Let's throw him inside the well and then see what shall become of his dream. That means you are afraid of me, not because of anything but because of my dream. You are intimidated for my dream. You are in trouble because of my dream. That is to say, all this hatred, that is to say, all this rumor is because of my dream. But shall I say this to you? I am not the giver of my dream. The giver of my dream will watch over the dream and the dreamer. They said, let's throw him inside the well and let's see what will become of him. Let's throw him inside the well and see what will become of him and his dream. That is to say, brother, the reason for this hatred is because of my dream. I didn't do anything to you. It is because I have a dream. I committed no offense. It is because I have a dream. Oh, but one thing is true. true. I'm not the giver of the dream. He gave me the dream. And they said, let's throw him inside the well, and we shall see what will become of him and his dream. And they threw him inside the well. When they threw him inside the well, it becomes a spiritual significant action which they didn't understand. Before throwing him inside the well, they said, we shall remove his coat of many colors, and then we shall kill an animal. We shall put the blood upon the coat of many colors. We shall return the coat to our father, and we shall tell our father that a wild animal had devoured him and slew him right inside the bush. I wish I have time to preach, but let me tell you about this view. When they killed the animal, he became a sacrifice of blood on his head as an atonement for his lifting and promotion. When they killed the lamb, he became an atonement, paving way for his promotion. You thought you want to harm me, you didn't know you were paving way. And they said, we shall remove from him our father's coat of many colors. Shall I remind you that when you take away the coat that my earthly father made for me, my heavenly father will give me a coat. And another thing they didn't know, they wanted to throw him, and they threw him inside the well, which signifies burial. When they threw him inside that empty well, now they have buried him as their brother. So when he comes out of the well, he's coming out not as their brother, he's coming out as a brand new special species. They threw him inside the well, right inside the dry well. There he was when the Midianites merchants were passing by. The same brothers of his said, let's bring him out. That is to say, the same way he entered the bush was not how they marketed him. If they had marketed him as he came, they would have marketed him as their brother Joseph. But now they are marketing him as a dreamer. They buried their brother Joseph and they brought out a dreamer, and they sold him to the Midianites as a dreamer, and he followed the Midianites. And they took him to Egypt. The day he appeared in the slave market was the day Potiphar came to buy. And when Potiphar entered the market, because of what I carry, brother, let me say this to you. You can't stop me, because what I carry is not on my head. If it is on my head, you can pluck it out. It's not in my hand. If it's in my hand, you can take it from me. But it's inside my spirit. Oh my God, I don't care what they have said or done about you. One thing is sure. Who is he that say a thing and they come to pass? When the Lord has not spoken. He's the one that has the final say. When you see me going through the process, don't laugh at me. He's only processing me that I may progress better. An ordinary person will ask, where was God? An innocent man to be thrown inside the well. But God was there. But one thing you must know about God, that God is a master planner. That is why he planned the foundation of the universe and the foundation of heaven, and nobody has ever done better. Ladies and gentlemen, when they threw him inside the well, the Midianites showed up right at the bush. Inside the bush, the Midianites showed up. The Midianites merchants. They offered to sell. The Midianites offered to buy. And my Bible said that the Midianites paid them to carry the dreamer. The Midianites took the dreamer. When they were taking the dreamer, they took him without the coat of many colors. So they took him without the papa's love. So they left him with the heavenly love. The Midianites took him. They took him. They didn't take him to Midian. They took him to Egypt. When they brought him to Egypt, they didn't take him anywhere. They took him to the Egyptian slave market. He appeared in the Egyptian slave market. That became a day that Potiphar came to buy. Potiphar said, I will buy no other but this one. Potiphar bought him. And when Potiphar paid for him, the Bible said, from the time he stepped into Potiphar's house, everything about Potiphar's house changed. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what you say about me. Anywhere you take me to, I will produce a result. What I carry is on the inside of my spirit. Potiphar took him to his house. Everything about Potiphar's house changed. That is why, listen to me, anytime anybody look at you and say, I will sack you, pity for the person. Because when you sack a destiny carrier, he will go with his destiny. When the brothers sold him, they sold away the family's favor. When they sold him, listen, his presence alone in the family would have made his brothers prosper. Because anytime a destiny carrier is hanging around you, things work better. Somebody may turn around and say, what are you doing for me? What are you doing for me? I don't need to do anything for you. My hanging around you is a blessing. When you wake up in the morning, you see me. You enter here, you hear me holler, hey! You go home and rest. Some demons will run far. Some devils will run far. But when you cut off from the link, you will know I have been doing something for you. There are some things that won't happen to you when you hang around the destiny carrier. The brothers sold him and they sold away favor. They collected money from the Midianites. None of the brothers was able to leave the father's house again. Every one of them remained there and remained under the covering of their father. How do I know? Many years later, when there was no food and they needed to go to Egypt to buy food, it was their father that gave them money. All of them have become men, but the Bible said that their father shared the money one after the other. Their father was the one giving them money. That is to say, from the time they sold Joseph, they stopped making money. Because you can't sell a destiny carrier. From the time they sold Joseph, they closed the door to themselves. You can't kill a man blessed of God. You can't stop a man whom God said move forward. Oh, let me conclude. I want to pray for you. When they sold him, the Midianites as well sold him, because a destiny carrier is marketable anywhere. And listen, you keep selling me till I arrive the place of destiny. Oh yes, you keep selling me. They sold him to Potiphar. Potiphar took him to his house. The wife of Potiphar said, make this place your permanent place of stay. Joseph said, no, I'm going somewhere. I have not arrived. I will not stop my journey halfway. I will not stop till I get to where I'm going. Potiphar's wife said, I will deal with you. Joseph said, I'm used to people dealing with me. When he entered Potiphar's house, Potiphar gave him a coat of slavery. He was putting on the coat of the chief slave in the house. And Potiphar's wife said, lay with me. He said, no. Potiphar's wife lay her hands on the coat, and Joseph said, I have been losing coats. So if I lose this one, it's not a new one. Madam, you are the person that don't understand my story. You don't know where I'm coming from. If you know where I'm coming from, you will not try to take away coat. I'm used to losing coats. I've been through a lot in life. I'm not afraid of what I see now. But one thing is sure, I have a dream. Hey, one thing is sure, I have a dream. I don't know where I'm going, but I have a dream. And from the time Potiphar's wife took the coat of slavery, that was the last time we heard of her. Because the voice of slaves are not heard. She took away the coat of slavery. And the next thing we saw, nobody cared to listen to Joseph's side of the story. Let me tell a believer something before I conclude this message. Let me tell you that anytime the hand of God is on you, don't expect life to be fair to you. Anytime you experience people treating you unfairly, it means God is moving you somewhere. How do you explain the fact that Potiphar's wife just reported the matter and said he wanted to lay with me, and that was all? The next thing we saw him was in prison. The next thing we heard of him was in prison. They didn't give him fair hearing. Nobody asked him a question. Potiphar didn't hear from him. Nobody asked him what exactly happened. Nobody want to hear from him. Why? Nobody want to hear from him because he has not arrived. Any day you hear from him, his story will change. He landed the prison. When he landed the prison, he continued to do one thing: interpretation of dream. Oh my God. You can stop me from anything, but you can't stop me from hollering. I will holler till the devil gets mad, because that's where my destiny is. Hey! I will holler. 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 I will keep hollering. You can't stop that one. You can't stop that one. You can take away Papa's love. You can take away the coat of slavery. You can pursue me out of Papa's house. You can sell me to the Midianites. You can sell me to Potiphar. Or God Potiphar, you can send me to prison. But you can't take away this one from me. Wherever you take me to. Listen. You may want to hear this word. When he entered Potiphar's house, he knew he will not last there. Why wouldn't he last there? Because people there do not dream. The people there do not dream. So I can't last in a place where people don't dream. You didn't hear me. When he got to Potiphar's house, he knew he wasn't going to last there. Because these people around here, they do not dream. And there is something about me and dreaming. You can't take me to a place where I can't holler. Oh my God. Now, when he got to prison, he said this prison is better than Potiphar's house. Somebody how? Because right inside the prison, people were dreaming. And the Bible said he was interpreting dreams upon dreams. He told the man, this your dream means you will soon be free. But do me a favor. When you get to the palace, remember me. The time is getting closer. It's about time I want to talk. When you get to the palace, remember me. When you get to the palace, you will have access to King Pharaoh. When you have access to King Pharaoh, tell King Pharaoh that there is somebody in prison. I am useful when it comes to dream. He said, when you get to the palace, remember me. But the man got to the palace and did not remember him, because until it is your turn, nobody turns to you. Everything in life is turn by turn.
Bible-believing Mission Incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Young man, as I'm standing you, your face is squeezing. The Lord told me something about you. Not even today. Monday night, he spoke to me about you. Tuesday night, you were here. And there is something funny about this young man. The same clothes he wore on Monday, he wore on Tuesday. Today, you are wearing the same cloth. And why are you wearing the same cloth? Because you left Okigwe to come to Aba. And when you learned of this program, you attended. Everything you are wearing the same. How many of you observed this young man? God bless you. The same thing. Monday night, God spoke to me about him. And what did God tell me? God told me that you had an encounter with an Hausa man at Okigwe. You had an encounter with an Hausa man. The Hausa man took you somewhere, gave you 50,000 naira. And the Hausa man left. 15 minutes later, you started looking for the seed of your private part, and you can't find it till now. Everything about you, your word turned. Hey! See why I will holler. That's why I will holler. There is something discovered when somebody is in trouble, the person will pursue God till they will find God. Come here. Drop that child here. Drop the child on the floor. Drop the child on the floor. Drop her on the floor. Oh yeah, come and carry. Come and carry the baby. Carry the baby up. Your father is a wicked man. Before you walk back to your seat and sit down now, your father will die. Part of what put you into this mess is because you felt you needed money. He was telling you how you will make money, how you will become very wealthy. When you began to cry and make noise, people gathered. They started looking for him. They couldn't find him again. Somebody holla double letter kwele. For this purpose was the Son of Man made manifest, to destroy the works of Satan. There is something about God. Every day I fear God the more. God spoke to me about this young man Monday night. Come, how many of you can really remember this face? You remember? I fear God the more. He spoke to me about him Monday night, but did not allow me to handle it that night. Spoke to me about him again Tuesday. Did not allow me to handle the matter. But he told me in details. Told me the name of the man. Told me how the man did it. Told me what happened. Told me how this man was helping them watch over the cow that they kept there, and they were paying him peanut till the man showed up and told him he will bring him out from there and then make him a rich man. Told him how he would take him to Abuja, and he was happy. The man took him to one restaurant at Okigwe there. Both of you sat down to eat. The man ate and you ate. The man paid. After paying, he took you out and gave you 50,000 naira. 1,000 was 40,000. 500 was 10,000. After giving him 50,000, he was so excited. He was pocketing the money. The man just crossed the road to the other side. You felt sharp pain in your private parts. You went behind the restaurant to ease yourself. Your body began to shake. A few minutes later, you began to check. You can no longer find your seed as a man. You turned back, shouted, crossed the road, looked for the man nowhere, shouted. People rushed out. They said, where is the man? Where is the man? Where is the man? Where is the man? They started looking for him, and nobody could find the man. From that time, your life turned. You've been looking for where and how you can get help. Till somebody at Okigwedea who sell palm oil. The person that told you about Talknado sell palm oil at the front there, just by the express road. Palm oil, that's what the woman sells. The woman said there's only one place you can go. It's at Abaha. If you can meet him, if you can meet him. The woman said, if you can meet him, and now look at him, look at you, and now you will know that I carry double letter. They try to stop Joseph, but you can't stop him because they call him the dreamer. There is something about Talknado, brother. You can say anything, but you you cannot say there is no power. I will live here now. I will head to Nasarawa, where the man is sitting down upon his seat in his house. I will speak. The bag where he bags people's seed, your seed will leave Nasarawa state and it will come back to you now, and there and then you will know that I'm a carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. When the battle gets tough, call us. Oh yeah, brother. Agundelelele Zaketeta Yalabajan the bush. Oh yeah, mama idiburo. Idiburo. Abona kagi kano. Yeah. Okifufe na nolia. Ebelebiri na nolia. Awana rubere yisi. Papa ndunulolia. The thing don't come. The thing don't come. Hey, 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 hey! Wake him up. Let him go and check himself. Did you go with him? Oga, from here, I want to go to court in Turkey. Papa, are you crying? No, we don't make people cry, sir. We make people laugh. We don't make them cry. Don't cry, sir. From here, I will turn the case right now in Turkey. As serious as the matter is, they're holding your son there in Turkey. The case in Turkey, where he has nobody to answer for him. The case in Turkey, where the thing is bad. Right inside the prison. But they will bring him out and take him to court now. As he appear in court, mataka pasuke, getemadude, bambayaka sakato yelela. Somebody hala Talknado. I don't know the case you brought here, but the harder the case, the easier the matter. Because I serve a God who does not show up until there is time. There is something you have been doing, sir. Every time we come to service, you will bring out this picture of your son. You will come and place it on my leg. You have not said anything to me. You will be saying, pray for me, pray for me. You will touch it on my leg and you go to sit down. You will say, pray for me, pray for me. Nobody know what you are talking about until now. Listen, you can't be God. Only God will be God. Anytime it's your turn, God will turn to you. All the while, he has been coming with this picture. He's been dropping it on my leg and he's been saying, pray for me. Sometimes he will make his hand like this, make his hand like this before. How many of you have been witnessing it? He would do it and do it. But then God didn't say a thing. And there is something about Talknado. I will not talk when God has not spoken. But just now you came out, and as you're about to go, God told me that your son is in Turkey. He's inside prison. The case is bad. They're turning it. And God said, oh yeah, son, it is time. It's about time you talk now. It's about time you prophesy. It's about time you speak now. It's about the time you talk. Once has he spoken, twice have I heard him. That power, they belong unto him. That might be I feel a bridge coming on. That might be I feel power in this place. I live here now, all by the wings of the prophetic. As I get in there, I step into the land of Turkey. I sit in the place of my office. As I walk into the courtroom, I speak now. Manta, Pinteli, Bra, and Dodos. It has come. It will now favor him. God bless you. It's over. Anytime your case looks like there is no hope, that is when my God shows up. Your case is that you are suffering from enlargement, which they have told you that you need to be operated on, because the thing is becoming unnecessarily bigger than the size. Yes, I'm the carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. Everybody in this house, holla Talknado. Holla Talknado, help will come. Here and now, you don't need oppression anymore. Amen. You're okay now. Do you have a seat here in the church? Go back to your seat. Sit down there. Then stand up from your seat. Go to the corner anywhere. Just sit down. Get up. Go anywhere. And then check. I hear a voice saying, we delayed her before she was able to have a child. If you don't understand, tell me you don't understand. I heard a voice saying, by the time she got married, she did not give birth when she was supposed to give birth. She delayed on order before ya amụta nwa. Ihe aha anyị mere ya ka anyị ga-eme nwa ya. Maasị ugbu a na achọrọ m ka m separate ya. Mme etu ahụ. Daughter, I want to separate you from it now. I didn't say tomorrow now. Hold her hand. Hold her hand. You are holding her hand. Or you leave it. You can't say. Sir, I'm the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. God said to me that there is something they are sending to you from your compound in the village that is responsible for what you are seeing now. I didn't stop your son. She was the one that brought him. Now, you will do me a favor, sir. What favor will you do? After this service, don't go to anywhere. Carry this boy straight to your village. When you get to Omaha, both of you should enter the compound. Call the God of Talknado 3 times. Bring him out. It is not about what they told you, tomb or whatever. It is about the foundation. My Bible said, if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? Sir, this is the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. Hear my instruction. Get to your village first. The both of you should march into your compound. When I was talking before, I said, oh my. Is that where you come from?
I come from my village.
Take him there. Both of you should enter there. March the soil. Don't pray. Don't shout. Just say, God of Talknado. God of Talknado. God of Talknado. Carry him back. Look for anybody to give you my number. Call me. Leave the rest. Okay, you know him. Okay, you know him. He's your brother. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Mataka Satete. Lebe Grabazanto Unkeleboji. You are free to go, sir. There are some of you that are truly favored. You walk on the machine and the machine chop your hand. Eh? And the problem now is that they will just pay you peanuts and you cannot use this hand to do the work again.
Yes,
Eh?
yes,
But I want to surprise you now. Go and buy Omo. Omo. Go to the church toilet. Don't look at your hand. Pull it off. Watch your hand with Omo. Your hand will be as it was before you enter the machine. Run. How can they send you to prison because of your father's property? How can they send you to prison because of what is supposed to be your inheritance? They are dragging you up and down. You have no money to face the case. The person you are dealing with is a traditional ruler. He's a powerful man. Eh? Fold it. Hold on. I don't want to see mark of the court. Fold it. Open it. Fold again. Open it. Do it anyhow. Go back to your work. Or you talk. Say, my husband, come back and carry us.
Come back and carry us.
Today.
Today. Amen.
You put today.
Today. Amen.
I will hang it. Whatever you are doing, by the time you get home now, use that your small bag, pack the picking thing, and pack your own. He's coming by 5:30. Go. Sir! You were upstairs.
yes, sir.
Doing your hand,
Yes, sir.
saying double letter kwale.
Yes, sir.
And I looked up
Yes, sir.
and I saw you. From the place of my calling, I shouted. I said, how can you be sent to prison because of your father's property? How can they send you to prison because of what belonged to your father? Because they feel they have the power, they have the money, and you don't have money. You can't match the money for money. But the property actually belonged to your father.
Yes, sir.
You. Hey! Hold on. But child of God, when I can't fight it, I have a God that can fight for me. When I can't stand you, I have a God that can stand you and stand anybody and stand anything and do anything, and he can deal with anybody. Whenever a man says to you, I will deal with you, help me tell the man, I have a God. I may not have the power, I may not have the strength to face you, but I have a God that you cannot face. Come. This property is located at a very strategic place.
Yes, sir.
That road leads to Omaha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Daddy.
And you call me Talknado. Hey! Just by the road, though. Even what you are dragging is not the complete thing. No. They have collected part of it already a long time ago. When they learned that your father was late. And there's a small structure.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you touch my feet. Go and sit down. Come, run to this altar. Kneel down, lift your hands up and give God thanks. Kneel down, lift your hands, give God thanks. Oh yeah, come. It is by the grace of God that you are breathing now. Some people who saw what you saw are no more alive. During the time the soldiers did python dance,
Yes, sir.
gun touched you.
Yes, sir.
Where did they shoot you? Anybody know him? Somebody shouted yes. You know him? Okay, your in-law. Where did the gun touch you? It is by the grace of God that you are alive now. Since that time, everything about you is scattered.
Yes, sir.
The man who you are standing before him, I'm the one carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. If I open my mouth and close, things will open up for you. You are driving keke.
Yes, sir.
Bamandalaba zanto tekete sakata labachudera. It looks like everything is scattering.
Yes, sir.
You are losing everything.
Yes, sir.
Today, stop losing. Settle. 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 Is there a woman here? You lost 60,000 naira. You are supposed to go to market with. You don't know where you kept it. Are you the woman? Egi kwesiri aga ahia 60,000. You kept it and you can't find it again. You are accusing your daughter living with you, and she has been swearing that she's not the one that took the money. Your whole family has been destabilized because of the 60,000, because you people can't find it. As I was concluding his matter now, God said to me, there's a woman here who lost 60,000 and she can't find it. Your daughter is in the house now. Or you call her. You have her number? Or you call your daughter and I will tell you what to tell her now. Young man, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Eh? You are having stomach pain. You've been putting this hand in your stomach, coming here. Stomach pain since when? Pain in your stomach. Ordinary stomach pain. And the thing is worrying you like this. Oh yeah? Open your mouth. Say stomach pain.
Stomach pain.
Go.
Go.
Double letter. Say stomach pain.
Stomach pain.
Go.
Go. Amen.
No, you are saying. Say. You say.
Stomach pain. Go.
Oh yeah, for the last time. Say stomach pain.
Stomach pain.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Oh yeah, remove your hand. I didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. You are calling her. It's all up. Chere nu kuwe. Oh, woman at where? Joy your man on a yard. Am I honey? What's that mommy honey?
Hello? Okay.
And I turned the phone and go upside down. Why are you? What is happening? Or say I'm on a yard. Happier. Just me wait till the chop. My brother, you are healed. Go and sit down. You call another person. Okay. See, can you relax your heart a little bit? So, the first one is say you are not on a yard. Nwagi nwanyi no na yard. Nwagi nwanyi kam se get more. The guy gonna all the say on you chenna because it chid okay. Okay, but then so one and no call again. Okay. Oya, calm down. Oh, gini, chere, nnem gwa chere. Ina yipu slippers, mba, kulia. Calm down. Calm down. I'm the one carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. The money you think was lost was not lost. Ofuef. Oseprula. Nne kulia. Calm down. Where am I? EMG sege for your daughter no na yard wo. Achom ke no na church here. Kam nye ye direction ebe ga ho no. Ka o ga wefuta ya. Nwa ga na ga ezu ohi. Ogunwa zo were the money zofuo ya. Kulie. Calm down. When you get to your house, your locker inside your husband's bedroom and your bedroom, gonna dig in a use of room. That locker there, and when you do sare fere owa, in a day and a trans. Eba hono park refere owa dopota ya eba ha park refere owa we put the first set, the second set no na carton me pay the carton I were ego ahụ tinye n'okpuru carton ahụ tinye chakwa efere ahụ dọbacha ya n'ime ebe ahụ chefuzie ebe idosara ya ego ahụ nọ there. Stand up, relax yourself. After service, go home. Do what I have said. Collect your money. Gawa ahịa. Nwa ga na-ezu ohi. God bless you. Do you know what is called fibroid? You know what is called fibroid? A lot of people have been saying it's pregnancy, but it's not pregnancy. It's fibroid. Place your hand on it and say, help me, Lord. One thing is touching my heart. The way your neighbors are mocking you. One thing is touching my heart. The things they are saying about you. But I wonder how you people handle your cases. Somebody will be in so much pain. And in a prophetic meeting like this, you will have opportunity. You will be taking it very light. Woman, look at how big your stomach is. From time to time, things begin to turn in your stomach. And you are aware that you are not pregnant. And you are not getting younger. For how many years? You are in the same condition. When will you be free? Are you not the one that have married your husband for 23 years?
Yes,
Is it me? For 23 years, no child. If you gave birth when you married, your first child is supposed to be 23 years now. That is when you wedded, though. Because you have lived with your husband 3 years before the wedding. So if I add the 3 years, it's 25. 26. 26. If I add the 3 years, you people lived as the other thing before the marriage. With what you are carrying in your stomach, your husband have tried. You have done operation for fibroid 2 times. Are you showing me the thing? See how 2 times they have opened your stomach. That is what you want to show me. And brought it out 2 times. Now, what again do you want? Now the thing is still growing out. The only thing that can help at this time is the prophetic. Not for your sake. They are pushing your husband to go and marry another. But your husband is saying no. But his family, they are pushing him seriously. Let me tell you what I even saw that made me stop you. Your husband's family, they are going home for meeting in September. And that September, they have decided to marry for him. And the woman they will marry for him will live with the mother. You will not know that your husband has a wife. And by September, they will convince him. He will be going to the mother's place to go and stay with the woman. What are they trying to do? They want to see whether that one will get pregnant. And if that one gets pregnant and delivers a child, they will gradually push you out. And you have opportunity like Lele. Sir, I looked at you. I had Chief Medical Director. I looked at you again a second time. I had Chief Medical Director. And God said to me, that is the position you are supposed to have. But they are denying you. But you are supposed to be the one sitting there now.
Exactly.
Chief Medical Director.
Yes. That's true.
The crown that should be on your head, doctor, they will not successfully give it to another and the rest. Listen, the enemy doesn't want you to answer Chief Medical Director. You served under another. Yes. After serving under the past Chief Medical Director, as he was going, naturally, yes, you are supposed to step in.
Exactly.
Out of wicked manipulation. But sir, now, look at you. Look at the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. I speak to the God of heaven, who is the God of all flesh. Let him judge this matter and give us justice. You will come back and talk to me. God bless you. Woman, as you go back to your seat, by the time you get home, don't go to your shop, go to the house. You will go to toilet consecutively 3 times. The third one, look for something like newspaper or big nylon. Don't defecate inside the sink. Drop something on the floor. The third one, count it. After the first one, after the second one, they will come after another. After the first one, the second one, the third one, look for something. Put it on the floor. Something will come out of you. That thing that will come out of you gather it together, tie it together. That is what has been worrying you. All this while they've been opening your stomach, doing fibroid operation. It is not fibroid, it is manipulation. Something will come out of you. Immediately that thing comes out of you. Don't talk. Tie it together. Look for nylon, put it inside. Go to your backyard, drop it somewhere. Okay? Drop it somewhere. You will look younger than this. You will come back to your normal age. Come back to your normal person. Immediately that thing leaves you. When the thing leaves you, as soon as your husband returns back from work, don't talk, don't say anything to him. You and your husband will stay together next night. Tomorrow morning, the first call he will receive early hours of the morning is a call that the mother is dead. From the time your mother-in-law set her eyes on you, she has hated you. She came with powder to pray for you. Your husband said to her, after she carried the powder and asked you to open your stomach, you opened your stomach, and she was rubbing the powder on your stomach and saying, this is how it will happen. This is how. Your husband said, Mama, give me some of the powder. He said he should go and sit down. That the powder is a woman's thing. That was how she rubbed the powder on your stomach. And that is the beginning of your trouble. Now, the same thing she did to you, I'm returning back to her. Settle, settle, settle.
Bible believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.